Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with this week's episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, um, season 9. Child, hold on. Season 9, episode 9. Aloha or Goodbye. I think that's what it's called. I'm trying to get to the piece of notes that I wrote last night. I just didn't feel like doing a review last night. I really didn't. Y'all got to excuse me because today is Chill Out Monday, and I'm in my night clothes because that's how I'm be. So if I come back and do Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop tonight, and this is what I got on, that's because bitch, I got my pajamas on today. So that it is what it is, okay? Uh, you might hear a little humming. That's because on the last few videos, honey, I've been sweating. Like, I don't sweat, honey. I call it glistening. However, I've been sweating lately in these videos, and that's because I've been trying to do it without having to turn in that light. In the air on in back here while I record it, and I gotta have some ventilation today. I just can't do it. So if you hear the humming, please let me know. You know, if it was too loud, put it down there in the panel, and I'll adjust it accordingly. But I can't just sit up here as we enter into the summer months in Louisiana with that humidity and do videos back here. Take the time to apply the face and melt it off in y'all face. No, we ain't doing that. But anyway, let's get on to this review. Last night's episode was disappointing, aggravating, and a little bit on the frustrating side. Okay, we gonna talk about it all. We gonna talk about it all, cause I said at first I was like I'm gonna give them the quick recap, but now we gonna go on and talk about this here, cause that's what we do. We talk about it. We talk shit and swallow spit. Now we still down in Hawaii. Okay. Candy called Riley to check on Ace. Cherie on the phone with her editor Selena, trying to make her deadline that she's got coming up. Todd too and Portia doing nothing as usual, talking my fucking eyelashes and shit. Phaedra and Kenya, however, they decide they want to go play a game of tennis. And Kenya is saying in her confessionals that, with all the drama with the girls on this trip, she glad her and Phaedra still had their growing friendship. Y'all need, I need y'all, my smart love things, hold that right there, okay? She is happy that her and Phaedra still have their growing friendship. Retain that, okay? Now we flash back, courtesy of Bravo TV, uh, them squashing their beefs and stuff. Now, Phaedra said although she and Kenya cool, she heeded the advice that her good friend, her good girlfriend, her the freak to her frat, Portia advice, which was to keep Kenya out of business. So she only she only tell Portia her business. She ain't telling Kenya or none of the other girls because she don't trust them like that when it comes to her personal relationships and shit. Now, Phaedra say during this game of tennis that this is a beautiful place and she don't want tension between the girls. She want everybody to get along. Kumbaya, restoration service, all that. Keep that in your memory bank. Right there, okay? Now, it's Peter's birthday. And Cynthia come to the door. She room service today. She bring him a meal. They go sit out on the balcony to talk. She's apologizing for not being, a good wife to him. Say she ain't the traditional person. She don't think that marriage is for her. That's why at the end of this marriage, when they finalize, she ain't gonna deal with it no more. She moving on from the marriage thing. She'll date, but she ain't gonna do that. He asked if she dating right now. She said no. I'm not a free woman. I'm not gonna do that. You could tell he appreciated that. He also told her, look, I started to give you a call last night because I started thinking, I was feeling a little lonely, and I almost called you because see, I'm not used to being in these hotel rooms with you, right? Me and you ain't in the same bed together. And she was saying that, of all the problems her and Peter had, sex wasn't one of them. So, catch her on the right day, the right time, and things might, pop out between the two of them. And I really felt sad because I know we done ragged on Patricia for Uncle Bean, whatever we want to call him. We done ragged on him a whole lot from using her coins the way he did, all the way down to the little, allegations that he may have been, conducting himself inappropriately with some younger females back in the gap. At the end of the day, you could tell these two people love each other a whole lot, and I hate to see stuff like that end. Maybe they should have been like just dating and not got married. But I think Cynthia got married because she wanted to prove that she could, but she wasn't really here for the marriage. But anyway, she decided to get him a gift. Now you thinking to yourself, and I was as well. What could be in that box? Is it gonna be a sexy photo with her? Is it gonna be a picture, one of their favorite pictures together? What could she be giving him? Cynthia is corny as hell. She gave that man a gangster. She gave him a pimped out Bible. He said, well, what she think? I need protection from the Lord or something? She said, no, it was for protection and for him to always remember her by. Girl, I guess that was sweet. I don't know. I just hope one day that they can work their way back together. Maybe not as husband and wife, but it wouldn't be nothing wrong with seeing Cynthia and Peter get back together, pull old Nene and Greg. Because I don't think she want him out of her life. I just think she don't want to be married anymore, okay? Well, child, he tell her, look, my phone number will remain the same. You can call me anytime. Nothing's going to change. She said, well, you're welcome out here to Lake City anytime. Even though do you know where it's at? He said he don't know. She said, well, if it's important, find it. He said, well, you might have to come find Peter Thomas one day. She said, I might. I said, oh, that's leaving doors open. I like that type of shit. But anyway, they going about their business, right? She said she wasn't going to never get married again. To it then, okay? So, she leave. Now, side note, because at this point, there is a commercial that came on, and I want to clarify something, and I'm saying it in this video, one of my biggest videos, so we know. Lady Nika do not review the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't like that show like that. I may watch episode or two throughout the whole season, and I might watch, depending on who it is, I might watch one of the reviewers, one of my colleagues here on YouTube. But I don't fuck with the Potomac chicks. So before you ask me, and before this series here, it goes into hiatus and stuff. Please understand, Lady Nika do not do Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't like that show. Okay? Now, moving forward. Candy and Peter decide they going to have a little get together for Peter. Because see, it's his birthday, like I said. They going to have a roast. And that was cute. That was cute. They set it all up real nice. We saw Kenya and Cynthia arrive first. They looked it real nice. And then Phaedra and Portia, they showed up. And even though they're not my two favorite on the show, they looked nice as well. Todd too was there too. When I say Todd too, that's the little stupid one that Portia had with all the time. Bob showed up. He said Sheree might not want to sit next to him, due to that mess that was going on between them last episode. And finally, she sashayed her ass out of there, looking like, y'all know how when your TV used to go out back in the day, it had the multicolor line string, that color effect. You had the red strip, the blue strip. That dress put me in that mindset. I ain't like that. She looked, for her to be, I didn't seen her look so much better. I ain't like that. But she came out there, and you could tell her mood is somber. She's still feeling some kind of way, I guess, because this trip helped her realize how much her and Bob really don't need to be trying to work nothing out with one another. But she comes, and everybody's asking her how she was doing and how her day was. And she said that, only thing she was willing to say was that she had spoken with the editor. But she did tell them, when they was asking how she doing, she not very comfortable discussing that with the men present. And I could respect that, because if she wanted to go deep, she don't want these dudes listening to what she say. Women one thing, men another, okay? Well, they had these Hawaiian dancers come and do a little short dance, and then they proceed to the roast. And I'm gonna tell you, that was the worst roast I ever seen in my life. Wasn't nobody funny. The only one that was halfway funny, believe it or not, was Phaedra, and that's because she was talking about how sharp Peter be and how she can't wait to dress him. And we know she fooled with Willie walking down the funeral home, so we know what that bitch meant by it. Everybody else was just like, keep your day job, bitch. But it was cute. It was cute. Peter said he expected Portia and Phaedra to come at him with all of that, him hollering at other women and money situations, but they kept it cute. He said, shit, better them than me, because if they would have been me, he said that he would have, he would have dished their ass. He would have really wore their asses out, and I believe he would, because Peter don't give a damn. He say what the fuck come on his mind and how he feel about it. And many times that has been the reason why we have, called him out his name and shit. But it was cute, y'all. It was cute. Okay. Cynthia ain't really want to do the roast. You can tell that. She ain't want to do that shit. Hell, all thing she could think to do is try to kind of be funny about him brushing his tongue and his teeth. And I'm like, girl, that's not a roast. Everybody's supposed to do that. If you ain't doing that, bitch, check yourself, because something ain't wrong. Something's wrong with you. You're supposed to brush the cavity and the tongue. Take care of all of that. But anyway, it was cute. Peter he appreciated it. He said that this is probably his last birthday around this group of friends, so he was very grateful for it, and he looked to show. Baby, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Peter. We might talk about him, but Peter is one smooth piece of chocolate, baby. Oh, he be so nice looking in them suits, and it seemed like he done lost a little weight. Peter is what you call sexy. Cynthia bit me. Now, it might not have been on that camera, but you can't tell me Cynthia ain't go on that door when them cameras went on, bitch. I mean, woman to woman. You know she went and knocked on his door. Shit, I don't blame her. Don't put your business out there on national TV, because people take shit and they run with it. But child, I sure would have been creeping in that damn door at night. I ain't lying. Or we'd have took advantage of the Hawaiian tropics. Trust and believe. Now, we see Kenya talking with, I guess, was the manager of that hotel. She wants to rent out the presidential suite. She want to have a party for her two friends. Her BFF, which is Cynthia, and her new best friend, which is Phaedra, a divorce party. She kind of explaining to him the her thought process behind it. He wasn't all that interested, girl. All he wanted was the check cut, okay? Now, we at the last day in Hawaii, and they are going to take a boat ride. Everybody talking about, they going out here on the boat. They get out there, you see everybody getting their drink. Bob and Sheree go downstairs to the bottom part of the boat and sit down. And basically, he's trying to apologize to her. He telling her, look, when I had you at the jeweler, I wasn't trying to propose to you. I was just really trying to show you that, I cared. And she said some of the things that happened when in their marriage, she realized on this trip that they really didn't have no closure, and that it still was bothering her a whole lot. And I got that. She recalled the time when he left the house for 6 months, left her and the small kids, they were small at the time. She said it was times when he didn't pay that mortgage. It was time when he cut off credit cards and stuff, just being petty. And she broke down. Then when he said that stuff about him wanting to, you know, unbuckle her seatbelt and have her fly through the window, that just brought all of that stuff back to the forefront. He's saying that he take the blame, but he don't know what she want him to do. And he asks her, what you want me to do? Well, I guess because he ain't hearing what he want to hear from her, he gets a little loud enough to where it disturbs the other guests who are upstairs or who are up above deck, enjoying the wind blowing through they locks and stuff and they bundles. They heard him when he said, what the fuck you want me to do? She was like, nigga, if I gotta tell you what to do, then I don't know. No, you grown. You need to know what to do on your own. Basically, this is what the serious situation was. Bob and Sheree can't work this shit out. It's too much water under the bridge. She's still carrying a lot of hurt and resentment for what he did. Until he can break up some of that fallow ground, there is no tomorrow for them. And the fact that he can't understand where she coming from, even though he's saying he do, he really don't understand where the hell she coming from. So they made the decision, look, we just gonna go and enjoy the rest of this trip and enjoy our friends. And then I guess when we go back to Atlanta, it is what it is. And I agree with them because I don't really personally think that Sheree was ever taking him seriously anyway. I figured that this was just part of a storyline for her because I heard that she had a boyfriend that was locked up right now, some drug dealer. So I didn't think she was trying to get back with Bob in the first place. So they ain't gonna be together. Now, after they come to that conclusion, everybody comes below deck. Cynthia fucking up some ribs and shit. I ain't mad at her, and they just talking. You know, they all just talking with each other. Cynthia gave Peter a kiss, wind up getting on her. I'm child. I know how they feel. I done got this piece of piece right here caught up in a fan. Child, the motherfucker got caught up in some headphones. I'm like, Lord, let's see if bitch thought my shit was gonna just slide off. Bitch, it don't slide off like that there. Cause you don't know when I'm doing a quick weave from a lace front. You just never know. So, anyway, so much with all of that. That was alright. That was alright. Okay. I want to make sure I get everything done because I'm finna go in. Kenya told the lady she got a little surprise for them when they get back. Okay? When they get back, they go into that room that she rented from the man, the presidential suite. Kenya has set up a divorce party. Divorce party. I did, and I'm done. Now, when Cynthia walked in, Cynthia wasn't really feeling that either because she didn't want it to her. A divorce is not something to celebrate. However, she realized that Kenya's spirit wasn't malicious when she planned this, so she decided to play along. And they got party favors in there. What I got from that was she just simply wanted to try to make them feel better about the situation that they were in. She was just trying to bring light to a very hurtful and a very serious situation. I'll say that. Okay, she wasn't trying to throw up in their face. She wasn't disrespecting the sanctity of marriage. She wasn't doing none of that. She was just trying to make her homegirls feel better because Kenya is she a free spirit and she fun loving. And if you can't deal with that being who she is, then you don't need to fuck with her because that's how she is. And I see that's how she is with all of them in real life because I be following them on the IG and stuff like that. So that's what I got out of the situation. Now, Phaedra come now. Phaedra is one of the fakest bitches on planet Earth. You walk in there, you got the stank face. You claim like it's because your stomach hurt. But you sitting there as Kenya's trying to get you to wear the sash. You don't want to wear the sash. Cynthia didn't either. But Kenya was cool with that. She's trying to accommodate you. She could be like, fuck y'all. That's y'all situation. I don't care. But she trying to bring light to a heavy situation. You coming there with old stank pussy ass face and got an attitude. This woman trying to find out, is you alright? Is everything good? You get up and walk out talking about you gotta go find some ginger ale from your stomach. Now everybody in the room, is she alright? Now Portia is lying saying she looks sick. Nah, that was it. But then 2 seconds later, turn around and read a text message. Now, let me tell you how I felt about that. First of all, Portia, if you're supposed to be her friend and you know she don't want nobody to know her tea, then why would you even say that she's upset with Kenya? When you read that text message, you knew more was to come. The text message basically said that she is appalled at the fact that they are making fun of a situation where a family is breaking up. She is even more so appalled that the person who is hosting it is the trifling woman who was texting her husband, almost as to say she's trying to blame Kenya for her marriage demise. Hold on, because I'm finna go in. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. See, this why I don't give Phaedra an opportunity. Because this is the fakest. This is the fakest. No client having more losses than wins having. Sanctified church Southern Belle bitch that I ever seen in my life. Phaedra is full of shit. Because first of all, boo, you can't blame this woman for what happened. Now let's go back, shall we? Let's go back to the bullshit. Let's go back to Anguilla. True, Kenya flirted with your man. She said a little inappropriate thing. When you told Kenya to leave your man alone, she bagged up. Who you need to check, or should have been checking, was your man. Because your man was still texting Kenya, okay? Your man told you Kenya tried to have sex with him, only to come back almost 2 years later and admit to Candy, Todd, and Peter down at there. I think it was some type of, Cynthia was on the cover or something. They had a little party thing. Apollo come there and told told Candy, Todd, and Peter that he lied on Kenya. Then he turned around and apologized to Kenya for that. Bravo played all of that on that ass. Okay? Bravo played it all. Then you come back and you apologize to that girl. You tell her that you ain't never gonna call her a slut or a tramp and all that shit you had called her for 2 years anymore. And y'all agreed to wipe the slate clean. And we know that the slate was wiped clean, you raggedy bitch, because you and her have been talking. You came to her for the pop-up shop. You came to her to go on the camping trip to help the children down up in Flint with the water crisis situation. You came to her for all of that. But now that your divorce is final and you don't really want nobody to know, although Portia told everybody, so I wonder how you gonna feel about that, because you told her in the room you didn't want none of the girls to know that your divorce was final. I don't see why. See, that's your problem. You spend so much trying to, like Candace say, save face and hold in your real emotion. Bitch, we don't we don't know who the fuck we dealing with. And for you to turn around because you and your feelings about this piece of convict and blame Kenya for that, how you gonna do that? Kenya came and talked to this bitch. I wouldn't have went and talked to her. I would have said fuck that bitch at that point. When Portia would have read that damn text message, I would have said fuck that retarded bitch and them goddamn churn and kept it cute for the rest of the trip. You can't make a bitch understand. You can't help a bitch change. All this shit come from within. Portia, Phaedra don't have no ideas to want to change. She talk all of that. Let's be of good cheer. Let's work past our problem. Let's have a restoration service, which was a total flop. And at the same time, bitch, you ain't about what you be talking about. Because you got beef against this woman because you know why? You've always been jealous of that woman. You knew your man wanted her. You knew it. The only reason why you don't motherfucking trip on Portia is because you didn't fuck Portia. You and your husband. That's the only motherfucking reason why. And for those of y'all who don't like the fuck I'm saying, watch the motherfucking reunion. The only reason why her and Portia don't have issues is because they fucking each other and they all used to fuck Paulo. Now, I don't know if that shit is true about that fucking Paulo and her having sex before, he went to jail. I saw a tweet and delete, but I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to let the people bring that to you because, see, I've talked, I do talk, but I ain't trying to be the first to tell you shit. I just give you I weigh in my opinion. But let's go back to this raggedy fat bitch because she gets on my nerves. You sitting here trying to blame this woman for a situation that was fucked up. The only reason why you and Apollo ain't together today is because you are part of the scheme that y'all had going on for scheming people out their retirement funds. And when this shit came down, he took the full charge and went to jail so that your ass didn't have to go, so them boys will have somebody at home to raise them, and it wasn't gonna have to be the Mucinex motherfucking lady. That's what broke your marriage up. If you hurt behind this yellow ass convict, go on down there to the jail. He down there ain't like he going nowhere. You too can get you a paper ring, bitch. But don't sit here and try to blame Toriel for that shit because we've been here through this before. You are in your feelings because your marriage is over. If you want that piece of dick, go get it. It's for everybody right now. Anybody that put $20 on the book can get a conversation with Apollo Nada. It ain't that hard, bitch. He right here making paper rings. He'll make you one too. Put 100 on there and see what he do. He'll be broadcasting live from the jail phone again, talking about how much you mean to him if you make that book look right. Okay? Don't try to blame that on that woman. I don't understand some of y'all Real Housewives of Atlanta viewers because y'all get shit twisted. Now everybody know that I'm team twirl all day long and I'm always strong with it. Okay? Everybody know that. But one thing about it is I'm not jaded in my motherfucking perception of what the fuck is going on this show. Meaning that Kenya, when she fucking up like that Mac shit, I get her all the way together and I call it like I see it. Some of y'all can't call it like you see it. I'm sure that it's going to be someone going to get in my comment and try to make it seem as if it's it's not like that. Phaedra has every right to be mad. No, Phaedra ain't got no motherfucking right to be mad at all because one woman doing Kenya played less than like she said a grain of what all the bullshit that it took to make this marriage end. Kenya ain't the cause of this woman losing her husband. They ain't together because his ass went to prison and she ain't want to hold that pussy down. And then, bitch, if you missed that, if you really felt like you wanted your husband and still wanted to try to work things out, why were you entertaining the conversations of other men right before he was going to jail? Candy told us and you admitted it. I don't get y'all. So, as far as I'm concerned, Twirl got up, she walked out of there and said she was gonna leave that alone. She now see that Phaedra still on that fuck shit. Twirl, you should have already known that bitch was on that fuck shit. You should have already been able to see that this woman is full of bullshit and all that. Phaedra, girl, you the fakest hoe I know. I swear for God, I have never liked Phaedra. From the moment you got on this show, you've been telling some lie. You lied, girl, you lied so damn much. You lied about your pregnancy. We don't give a fuck. But see, you always want to put on this image. Just be who the fuck you are. Win, lose, or draw, bitch, be you. But you can't do that. And it ain't like you somebody. Girl, ain't like you around here winning cases. You seen Bob around the jail I don't know how many times. So you ain't you ain't that girl. You not that girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no Gloria Allred or nothing like that can get a bitch a coin or two. You can't do shit. The only person you probably helped was Derrick J. And that could really tell you the truth. That case could have been won by me, bitch. In the end, you see who she is. Like Candace said, that was supposed to be squashed. I don't understand why she bringing it all back up, but it is what it is. The men joined the ladies in the for the divorce party. You know, they let them know Phaedra got sick, she gone. But, I mean, that was pretty much it. And that's all the fuck I want to talk about. I just can't with these people. I'll be so glad when this ends. I don't know how many more episodes we got left, but I sure hope it ain't that many because these hoes ain't loyal and they get on my motherfucking nerves, especially that fake ass Southern Belle. I can't stand Phaedra. I can't stand. Oh, I can't stand a bitch like Phaedra. A bitch like Phaedra will make me lose my religion and go back to jail all at the same motherfucking time. Ain't no way in hell, bitch. You gonna sit here and tell me we cool, and then you turn around and flip this shit on me when the ink is dry on the motherfucking documents now, and you're no longer Miss Apollo Nida. You mad at me, bitch, because you couldn't hold your dick down? Hell, Kenya ain't doing no better than you. She can't hold no dick neither. But shit, the point is, bitch, you can't get mad at her about that no more than she can get mad at you. And it is what it is. Walk light in them comments. Respect me. Respect everybody else. I don't care what you got to say down there. I know a lot of y'all Phaedra and Poison fans gonna come down there and get talking that yiggity yak shit. And it's cool. We all can agree to disagree over here. Just know that if you give it to me, I'm gonna give it back to you. And don't attack my other commenters down there, because we grown. If you watching this channel, you should be at least, bitch, 25 years old or older. If you younger and you can't formulate what I'm saying, then just don't leave no comment. Just keep it pushing. Do what you always do. Put a thumbs down on that bitch. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all for Love and Hip Hop. Peace.